Hi, it's Christine. Hello, MS Society, MS Support Group, people that have paralysis, spinal cord injury. What I would like to talk about today is some progression that I've had and break down a little bit of how I'm going to try to approach that. So first of all, I want to talk about was this past year has been very I've progressed quite a bit beyond a lot of stress. I had gone through a couple agencies last year and had felt the rejection and struggles with my own progression, and it was really mentally challenging for me because I'm a total care person, which means I can't do anything for myself anymore. Lost my use of my hands. Mostly this last year I'm struggling with driving. I wasn't able to do that really since last summer. And I also was sick for a long time in January, trying to get rid of an infection, so I'm very deconditioned. But what I would like to talk about as far as moving forward is I watched a symposium of my doctor, pulmonary doctor, and I learned quite a bit more about my breathing problem and how they categorize it, and really how close I am to not be, the fact that I have a low lung capacity, which means my volume is low, meaning I don't breathe in as much as a normal person, which means I'm not exhaling and I can't cough, and now I'm having swallowing problems. I found that was also due to my respiratory disease, because your nerves and your muscles and your vocal cords and your swallowing is exactly identical to your respiratory nerves and muscles. So I evaluated my program that I'm on right now, and I think everybody knows that I have distension of my abdomen. It's caused me quite a bit of trouble, and I haven't taken any laxatives 2015. So I had a lot of problems with gas and distension and excruciating rejection to not doing that. I've only actually felt better the last few weeks, probably because I cut some food out of my diet that caused gas, and also I haven't been producing very much, so usually when that happens I don't feel that bad. So I went in to see my primary doctor on Friday, and I kind of told her about my goals for 2015. And if I want to survive, I need to get out of this chair I'm sitting in right now. I'm sitting in a shower commode chair, and I sit in this chair probably 3 to 4 hours a day in the morning, but when I first get up until about 1:30 or 2 o'clock. Then I lay down. I get up probably twice to go to the bathroom, which I have to sit back up in this chair, and then I have to get ready for dinner, and then I got to go back to bed. So I'm very deconditioned, spending so much time in bed, and I decided that I went to a urologist at Harborview, and I actually would pass the test they gave me. And I don't need a catheter, and I'm completely capable of draining my bladder. It's just I hydrate quite a bit between like 10:30 and really 4 o'clock. I'm like drinking every hour to every hour and a half. So, you know, I'm trying to hydrate myself because of my stomach, my abdomen, and also because I go, you know, probably 3 to 4 hours without anything to drink at all because I'm in bed by myself. So I have to drink that much, and I decided this pattern of being in this chair and laying in bed is just going to kill me. I'm just going to get more weak. The only time that I really feel good is when I get in my regular chair, which is back behind me plugged in. It's not exactly set up right now, but as a matter of fact, a week ago they tested a different driving system on me where the toggle switch would wrap around my head and I drove with my chin. So that gave me a lot of hope, because I did a 360, drove out the door, down the hallway, around the waiting area, back down the hallway, through the door, did another 360. It was perfect. I just used my chin just like I do for the computer. And in order for me to do that and be able to see, because I have a visual impairment, they have to send me like straight upwards, you know, not recline back like they would like most people to do. And not only that, I'm really I have hypertone in my neck and my shoulders, because that's all I use for my muscles. So my neck tends to want to go back like that. So they're going to have to basically strap me in like an astronaut. I don't know how they're going to do it, but when they push me from my chest, my chin drops and I have full control of driving. So boy, was that I found out there's only 6 people at the university that drive with their chin. So in the big picture, if I can drive with my chin and I can work and I can be independent, then I think I can fight a little longer. I have multiple organ failure. I mean, as far as my intestines, the disease that they think I have spreading up to my stomach, so my appetite is decreased. Told you I had swallowing problems. So I thought that if I got a belly bag, which is an indwelling catheter, and would relieve me of having to sit in this chair so much, and I'll be able to sit in my chair, and I have a breathing ventilator on that chair, and if I'm going to live, I need to be in that chair, you know. And this last winter was pretty rough on me. I did a lot of grieving. I probably went through all the stages of grief and rejection and feeling a burden, because when you have a progressive disease, you're dealing with survival mode, and you know you're just grasping on anybody that will be able to help you. And so I've got some good friends that have stuck with me, and my family is supportive of me, but they're not exactly, you know, present to take care of me or anything. So I have to make a decision when the quality of life outweighs the suffering, which I suffer all the time. I mean, my muscles are so tight and spastic that my arms just go stiff straight, and the more movement I have, the better. but it's very hard to manipulate somebody that has progressive spastic quadriplegia. Now what that means is, instead of just having regular paralysis where I can't move or feel, I can't move because my muscle tone is so high. And it's because, like people with cerebral palsy, your muscles are they're contracting all the time. It's very painful. My heart goes out to people that are nonverbal, and that's why I decided that I would like to be an advocate for vulnerable adults, because I've gone through 30 years of all different stages of progressive disease, from a very hidden point and to the point where I got a lot of discrimination in the workplace, etc. I've told people. But at this point, I felt that getting a catheter will hopefully extend my quality of life a little bit by enabling me to be in that chair, because all it would take is a bout of pneumonia or something to really set me in a dark place. And I've got a very specific healthcare directive, and I need to move forward like we all do. And I definitely don't want to scare people, because of this suffering and stuff really only happens to like 5% of people with multiple sclerosis, according to my neurologist. So I've kind of got a cross between multiple sclerosis and muscular dystrophy because of the breathing problems. And then I have a visual impairment, which I found out that, well, I'm blind in my left eye, but I have a cataract in my right eye that they would like to remove. So it's just like, and why am I doing this? Because realistically, I just need a break, a vacation. The not being able to move and just being able to be stuck in your head is a difficult place to be. But one thing that I can do is speak, communicate, and proven to be very inspirational, and I'm very proud of that. So I hope that this decision is the right decision. I hope you guys have a better understanding of how scary making this move is for me, because I don't want to be a burden to people, and with a progressive disease like that, mentally that's the way you feel. And I'm lucky enough and fortunate enough to have enough family support, enough hours to where I could still be independent in my home, and I'm actually still working, if you can believe that. So just some things that I have struggled putting out this video, because to be honest with you, I was in a dark place for a while, and I really need to go this extra mile. I really needed some confidence building from my family, and I got that, and I needed that, and I'm gonna push forward this year. I don't have the best track record, but my goal is to be a voice for vulnerable adults. I don't care if I don't make it to get that message across. I will. That's what's keeping me alive. That's what helps me cope through multiple problems with my health. I've been going to the doctor once a week, And when I get up in that chair, I am very deconditioned, but it's happiness for me. And being in bed is a very hard place to be. And I need movement. I need to be active, so that's what I'm going to do. And I know that I've been kind of repetitive, so I guess I'll leave it off there, but I just want everybody to know that I'll keep you updated. I've been with the same agency now for almost 6 months, with the same caregivers. I took a long time this agency promised me that they would not treat me as a burden or talk behind my back or say horrible things about me, how difficult I am, because it really emotionally hurt me a lot. I'm not like that. I'm a good person. I care about people. And I guess maybe I'm a little bit of a force to be reckoned with. I'm not dead yet. So thank you everybody for listening to me. I really needed to get things off my chest. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll try to give you an update. I get my hair done on Tuesday. It's the first time I've been out and done something for myself since Thanksgiving. So thanks for listening.